Ko tongariro te maunga, ko taupunui te moana, ko Ngāti Tūwharetoa te iwi, ko Waititoko nā mokai, nā marae, ko Shannon Te Ao tōku ingoa. My name's Shannon Te Ao. I'm an artist living and working in Te Whanganui-a-Tara, Wellington, Aotearoa, New Zealand.
How do you feel like the land and whenua informs your practice now?
Yeah, my work is really personal at some point. You know, it really starts off, the projects often start off just from, you know, stories of my life or memories or dreams or deaths, life experience that I've actually kind of gone through, and then I guess the layers in the images or in the sculptures or the installations kind of expand upon that and kind of add context to my place in the world, you know. The title of one of the works in the exhibition is Hara, and Hara is a work consisting of two photographic prints. I think to understand my body of work is to kind of imagine an actual place or some kind of political imaginary or something like that, you know. So whether it's film, photography or installation or performance or creative writing, whatever it is, it all informs this world that is articulated by my work. I moved into photography at art school, and in the studio I use large projections as moving backdrops within the composition of an image. All of the backgrounds that I use are drawn from my own, I guess, archives, and they're all kind of captured in a really specific place. It's a small road in a place called Mokai in the central North Island. It's one of the places where I'm definitely from, you know, and so that stretch of road and that small journey helps me, just like, it unlocks lots of things, but it's like a real world example of where I'm going into a space and opening myself up to really trying to understand all the layers that make up our actual experience. They're also just about how we connect with kind of, I guess I want to say like past, present and future versions of ourselves, you know.
What role does colour play in your practice?
Colour plays a really large role in my practice. For a long time I worked primarily in black and white. More recently I've reintroduced colour into the imagery that I'm making, and I guess I'm like I'm a slow burner as an artist too. You know, I think my work actually moves quite slowly, so it's really only a drop of colour in there. It's a potent drop for sure, but it's not like a full spectrum of colour. It's just like something that might be even considered as tonal, and so I'm not sure where it will go, where my kind of exploration of colour will go, but I guess with this work and my recent work, it has been about just kind of trying to put a toe in the water of using colour and seeing what that unlocks. You know, if I think about, again, the notion that maybe my works articulate a space, you know, I guess enriching that vision incrementally is something that's totally exciting to me,
Because I was kind of interested in the use of light in your practice, especially like from filmmaking to photography. But then I guess like light in terms of whenua and land, and kind of like shining a light on like Māori practice, and then also the installation at the front of the gallery.
I guess I've been exploring strategies that are, I guess, a bit more explicitly sculptural, or a bit more of an obvious kind of intervention into the space. And so the second work in this exhibition comes out of that thinking. It's titled Tahu. Tahu, it does mean like, a mechanical line for sure. It also could describe somebody's ancestral line, if we're like thinking through our whakapapa or our family tree, whatever you want to call it. But also, Tahu does refer to some of the architecture in our meeting houses as well, So Tahu refers to a work made by Bill Colbert and Ralph Hortere in collaboration, and it's a permanent work at City Gallery Wellington. And it's a light work that essentially cuts the facade of the building diagonally. It's only viewable at night time. And so this work is absolutely a nod to those two artists and that work.
Yeah, I think like it's a really beautiful way to acknowledge country, but also to represent what it means to be Māori. Like, I think we collaborate all the time with each other. There's like a different kind of hierarchy in our culture. And so I thought that it kind of sets the tone of the exhibition, where it's inviting, but also a line drawn in the sand.
Yeah, for sure. And it, well, there you go. It's like that charged that quickly, but also that special that quickly as well,